Alright, so we're trying it one more time to see if it's okay. Come on. Come on, move up. Come on, screen. Thank you. I'm live and in charge. Hopefully I can get this to work correctly now and I don't lose my stream after about 20 minutes. Maybe it was a Windows update. I updated my machine, thinking that might be part of the problem. I had updates on my box. So hopefully maybe that sorted any issues out. Don't know though. It'd be nice if it did. Get rid of that. Fix this a little bit. Give myself a little more chat space. Perfect. If anybody comes in the stream, you're more than welcome to. If you're not, that's fine too. I'll talk to myself. I'm usually pretty good at that. So yeah, I've been doing all the stuff here, try to nail this stuff out. Hopefully I can take care of all these problems before the next big stream on Monday. If anyone comes into the chat, you're more than welcome to chat. I am just messing with stuff to try to get this stuff all sorted out, try to figure out why the heck OBS keeps on breaking. It's something that I don't know why it's doing it. There's my test stuff there. That's coming up okay. Anybody comes into the chat, you're more than welcome to chat. If not, that's fine too. I'm going to run this for about 30 minutes. Hopefully I don't lose my connection. I'm using the new Wi-Fi adapter here. Hopefully that will sort out any issues or problems I may have. Hey Nick, how's it going again? Apologies for all the requests that are going out via email. I'm just trying to finally nail down this stupid chat, make sure the stream will be ready to go come next week. I want to get all the issues sorted out now. I'm using the new Wi-Fi. I did my Windows update. Hopefully that might have been part of the problem. I don't know. I'm not seeing any dropped frames, so that's good. That's good news. That will tell me if there's any problems. I don't know why OBS is having issues. If you're not familiar, OBS is the video encoding software that allows me to stream. That's how all your streamers, that's how they do things on Twitch. They use a video encoding software to allow them to stream. That's the process. That's how come you can see my screen the way it looks right now. All that stuff has been set up ahead of time. Much like if I click on something like this, if I switch the scene over, you can see blackness and my window in a corner here. You can put little scenes in place. You'll see it switch over in a second like that. See? All this stuff is created ahead of time. And I just want to make sure everything works without any problems. I'm not having any drop frames. I'm live for about 3 minutes so far. Everything looks good, which is odd because after about 20 minutes into the stream is where I have problems and issues. So I'm hoping this will address that problem. Maybe it was a Windows update. Maybe that could have fixed the problem. Hopefully, I don't know. It took me a good 10-15 minutes to get the Windows update to pick it up. Yep, it's working finally. It's working. Everything looks to be okay for right now. Cool. Thank you, Jackie. The sound is okay now. From what AA told me, Collecting and Hobby said, it looked to have been my desktop audio was bouncing back on me. For some weird reason, I don't know the real reason why it was doing that, which is odd because I had the desktop audio on prior streams with no issues. So I don't know what the heck is going on with OBS. I don't know why it's causing issues and problems. I'm happy at least it's working right now, at least, and everything is fine. So I'm very happy about that. Next week's... Sure, Meg, I'll give you a shout out. Sure. Got to pick a video. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be doing next. Tomorrow's video may be a Funko review. It may be Rook 180 doing the rounds of voting. I haven't decided yet. Not quite sure which video is going to be tomorrow. I wanted to nail down all the streaming issues ahead of time. I wanted to spend a couple hours tonight kind of nailing all this crap down and getting it really set up, working solid. After I went out and picked up the new... Wi-Fi adapter, as I talked about in the first part of the stream. I deleted all the old videos if you're looking to... You do pop openings? Cool. I wanted to nail down if it was a hardware problem, if it was a software issue. I took care of what I think the issue might have been, so I'm hoping that was the problem. Hopefully I can actually address it and take care of the damn thing. I'm just tired of the stream keep breaking. It shouldn't be doing this. When I was doing it with Cletus, him and I had really no problems in the stream. It was holding up with no issues. There were no problems, so I don't know why all of a sudden there are issues. I don't get why there are problems now. Doesn't make any sense to me. Power management here is good. We're good there. Love opening pops. Pops are awesome. Cool. 5 people in the stream. Awesome. So yeah, everything looks to be working okay now. So I'm happy with that. But I want to get to the 25-minute mark. Talking to Cletus here. Yep, I know. I'm just talking to Cletus a little bit. I might have to uninstall OBS and try to do a reinstall, which would be just annoying because I'll have to reset up all this stuff all over again, which is just... I mean, I probably can set up pretty quickly now since I know what I'm doing. It took me a lot of time to get this organized the way I wanted it to be. There's going to be if you look where you see my little pop pictures of me, there's probably going to be a new picture there. I'm working with Javier Lugo, who's an artist. He's doing a drawing for me. Kind of show you kind of what the preliminary version of it is looking like right now. Kind of show you, give you guys a sneak peek since you've been really cool in the chat with me. This is what it's going to kind of look like. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see it pretty good. That's me as a Kyle Rayner pop. I don't know if you can see it. It's coming in really, really bright. So hopefully you can kind of see it. So that's going to be something that him and I are working on. So it's probably going to be replacing one of the pictures at the bottom here. I'm probably going to be using it for my Twitter, my Instagram pictures. I'm probably going to eventually put it on a shirt with a QR code that you can just scan the QR code to bring you to my channel. That's something I want to do down the road eventually. I want to do conventions, more the small conventions than the bigger ones. But that's something down the road. So far, we're 7 minutes in with no issues. I'm happy so far. I'm just chatting right now with Cletus to let him know kind of what's going on right now. I'm just letting him know some stuff as well. Give me 1 second, guys. Second here. It might have just been a Windows update. That could have been the issue also. I don't know. At least I'm using the new Wi-Fi adapter and it's holding strong, which I'm very happy about. I'm not losing any frames or not dropped. The stream is healthy. That leads me to good signs. Yep, so at least we got a little discussion going right now in the chat. That's good. I'm happy that everything's working correctly right now. Test the chat. And let me test the subscriber button to make sure that's working properly. Should be popping up in a second to you guys. You'll see a little guy dancing with a guitar in a second here. Make sure it works okay. I'm taking a look to make sure it's fine. There it goes. Perfect. So if I ever get a subscriber, that little box pops up there to let me know someone subscribed to the channel. So at least for right now, everything is holding strong. It's going for about 8 minutes. The problem I run into is at about the 25-minute mark, the stream starts to collapse. And it will begin to fragment. And it will lock everything up, meaning the OBS locks, the streaming encoder locks up, my computer locks up, everything starts to go downhill. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. It just gets uglier and uglier and uglier. So at least it's holding up right now, which I'm rather happy about. So at least that tells me it might have been a Wi-Fi issue. I'm using the new adapter right now. The kilobits per second is rather strong. It's holding right now with no issues. We got 6 people in chat, which is rather cool. Anyone who's in chat, thank you for coming in. This is the 3rd attempted stream of today. I did even a mobile stream to see how it would work and how it would look. I have that as a backup in case this stream winds up crapping out. I have a way to do it on my phone. So at least I have a backup plan. I'd rather do it the way you see it now, because this is the way I feel comfortable streaming it in. But if that's not the case, I have a backup option ahead of me. So I'd rather be like Batman and have fallback options. So in case something does go bad, I can recover from it. I know how to recover if the OBS goes really bad. I can recover pretty quickly from it, even when the stream starts collapsing. So I'm rather happy about that. So everything looks to be okay right now. I'm happy with what's going on. Everything is stable. Nothing is breaking, but we're only at the 10-minute mark. When I did it last week and this week, at about the 23-minute mark is when it started going bad. I start getting latency on my stream health. It tells me there's a problem. The CPU is about 25%. This is a quad-core machine. Down the road, I do eventually want to upgrade my entire rig. I want to get a much more beefy machine, mainly because of rendering videos. Video rendering time takes a bit of time. For example, let's say if it's a 10-minute video, it could take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour for me to render that video. I'd rather have a machine using solid-state drives, much quicker throughput with the actual machine. It would move much faster. I want to get at least, I have 8 gigs of RAM, I believe, on this machine. I want to bump it up to at least either 12 or 16 gigs. I want to spend, eventually when I have the money for it, I want to drop at least $1,000, maybe $1,500 on a nice, beefy machine that's really powerful, that's very, very strong, that's a beast. I want a beast of a machine that I can do all my video editing on, my rendering on, all my production value stuff on it for you guys. I want to have a much more stronger machine so I can actually get stuff out to you guys quicker and much more reliably. Right now, it's okay. The video encoding software is freaky right now at best. My exactly my editing software works okay. I've had issues with it before when I had to uninstall it several times because it got corrupted and I had to reinstall it. So I've seen issues with it before. Filmora, Wondershare sometimes isn't the best video editing software. It works okay, but it's not the greatest. But it works all right. So it gets the job done. We're at about 12 minutes right now. Yep, about 12 minutes. I'm at a 5-second delay between my real time and versus what you see on YouTube. Looking at the time differential right now. We're about 12 minutes in right now, and everything is holding pretty strong, so I'm happy about that. If you guys want to chat about anything, hit me up. Normally I don't do streams on Tuesday, but I wanted to nail down these problems as quickly as I possibly could. As I said, for anyone who jumped into the chat late, I'm using a new Wi-Fi mode. Later, Meg. Thanks for coming into the stream. Glad you dropped by a couple times. Again, apologies for any issues that the stream might have given you, or getting multiple emails that would have come out. That just, if you subscribe to the channel, it happens. But thank you guys for coming into the chat. I'm not going anywhere for at least another... What time is it? 12 minutes or 13 minutes in. I'm probably going to go for at least another 15 minutes. I want this to be a solid 30 minutes without OBS crashing. What do I think about Star Wars Pops? Personally, I like the way they look. I do not like the bobbleheads. As I mentioned in many videos, I don't like bobbleheads. I think the spring gimmick is used as a workaround because of licensing problems. They use it because of licensing. That's why bobbleheads for Star Wars and Marvel Pops have a bobblehead. If there was no licensing issues, you would not see a Marvel Pop with a bobblehead. Even for a while, there were DC Pops with bobbleheads when they first came out, until they got either the rights to avoid bobbleheads, or they had the rights, or got the master license with vinyl figures. That's what usually happens. Most likely because I would assume probably Hasbro has the master license in anything that comes to vinyl, I'm guessing. I could be wrong. 5 people in chat still. Thank you guys very much. That could be the reason why. It's because who has the master license for that property has that option. Basically, Funko kind of skirted the issue and put the bobbleheads in place. That's what they had to do to make it work. If you're curious, that's what happened. Everything's good so far. The stream looks to be healthy with 15 minutes in. I like it. I mean, this whole issue could have been my Wi-Fi cable. It could have been, because I'm using the new Wi-Fi adapter right now. Hey, Lindsay, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. We're just doing a little quick stream here. I'm trying to iron out all the bugs and issues that are happening with OBS, which is the video encoding software. There are issues that have been fighting with this thing for the last hour, hour and a half. This will be the third stream and a mobile stream to try to iron out what the hell is going on. I picked up a new Wi-Fi adapter today, which was pretty much similar to this one right here, this is a Linksys one. The one I'm using now is a Netgear. I've used a Netgear before. I want to nail down this problem once and for all and make sure the stream is healthy and stable. I've been having issues where the stream is just blocking up. I can see it. I can see the stream when it begins collapsing. At least this time, it's holding strong. I had mic issues in the very first stream. I sorted it out with Collecting and Hobbies. Him and I were having issues with the mic because the desktop audio was on in place, so it's causing this echo reverb effect. So I want to iron out all these issues now to make sure everything is kosher. I want to make sure this is still going good. Let's fire that, make sure it pops. Excellent. Stream is holding at, it's using more CPU usage now. It's holding at 15 minutes so far, and everything is kosher. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. That leads me to believe it may be my Wi-Fi adapter might be the problem. I'm hoping that's what the problem is. I hope that's the issue. What do I think of the Marvel Legends Infinity Gauntlet? I like some of those figures in the wave. I showed it on the video last Sunday, which I talked about the closing of all Toys R Us's. I have not yet checked any news today. I have not heard anything since I talked about the stream on Monday. The Infinity Gauntlet set for Infinity Wars, I like some of the figures. Some of them I don't like. I don't like that Iron Man. I think the Iron Man, the suit looks very angular. It looks all right. The Proxima Midnight looks pretty good. I have not seen Iron Spider yet, so I can't say if I like it or dislike it. Now, for people who are not familiar with the comics, the Iron Spider that you're seeing currently in Homecoming, that suit at the end of the movie, and the suit that's going to be in Infinity War, this new movie coming out, which is, I think, next month, in April, I believe, because in May is Deadpool. So in April, we're getting Infinity War, Part 1. But the Iron Spider that you saw compared to the comic book Iron Spider are two different things. They're not the same suit. The Iron Spider in the actual comic book is more Iron Man colors. He's red and gold. So that's the actual way the suit looks. It looks like you took Spider-Man's suit and made him look like Iron Man. This suit doesn't look the same way. It looks completely different. But he's referred to himself in the movie and all the merch that's coming out, all the toys, listing him as Iron Spider. That's what he's listed as. Hey, Rook. Hey, OMG. How's it going, sir? I'm just testing out the stream to make sure it's going to be okay. I'm trying to work out all the bugs out of the system. I've been having issues with the OBS video encoding software. At least, this is the third stream today. I streamed for the last about hour and a half to make sure it's stable. This is the first time the stream has held past 18 minutes. It's not dropped any frames. Everything looks to be okay for right now. I'm happy about that. Yeah, I do like the Infinity Gauntlet itself. They're being a little true to the way it actually looks like it does in the comic. So hopefully it looks good. I know that the one figure I want to get for, it's not part of the Infinity War set. It's an exclusive one-shot figure. It's a Thanos for Walmart. It's a Walmart exclusive. He has 2 heads and 2 interchangeable hands. So you have one with the Infinity Gauntlet and one without the Infinity Gauntlet. You have one with a grinning face and one without the grinning face. I want to use the grinning face because I think that one just looks cool. And you got to leave him with the Infinity Gauntlet. He has to have that. It's going for, what, $100 with the gauntlet itself? Hey, let's see you back. What's going for $100? The Walmart exclusive Thanos figure or the actual Infinity Gauntlet prop? Because I think it might have been Hasbro or another company is making an actual Infinity Gauntlet itself. So I'm not sure who's making it, but I know they are coming out with a replica version of it. I could see the Walmart one going for a lot of money until they start releasing them a lot. Yeah, the actual glove. I don't doubt that. Same type of price, I think that the Star-Lord helmet is as well. I know that Star-Lord has a helmet as well that you can buy, which is about $100 to like $120. I saw it at Toys R Us, I believe. I believe I saw it at Toys R Us. So everything's good so far. We're 20 minutes into the stream. We got 7 people in the stream right now. This is sort of just a test, guys. Anyone who's just come into the stream, sound like a broken record. I'm just testing out the hardware changes, the software changes right now. I just did a Windows update on my machine. The stream is stable right now. It's not fragmenting. I'm not losing frames. It's not breaking apart. Everything is holding strong right now, which is what I want it to be. The way you see it right now is the way I want this stream to work going forward. I don't like in midstream trying to recover from a crash. And it's happening too often, so I want to nail down this problem right now. I want to get it addressed and completely done. I think next week's stream, I'm debating what the topic's going to be. I think it's going to be... It's a well-known, well-fought, you have 2 geekdoms fighting back and forth. I think I might do Star Trek versus Star Wars. I think I might do for next week's stream, Star Trek versus Star Wars. I was debating it. Thinking maybe doing sci-fi versus fantasy. That's what I want to do going forward. Hey, BTB, how's it going, sir? Glad to see you in the stream, sir. This is just sort of a test to make sure the stream is holding up properly. I've been having issues with the damn stream for the last hour and a half. This is the 3rd stream today. For some stupid reason, I've been fighting with it constantly, and I'm trying to nail down the problems right now. Glad to see you back. Hopefully do some more box breaks. I've been missing your box breaks. I know a few of them have been trickling in, but I know you've been saving up for WrestleMania, so. Oh, BTB. Since you're here, let me drop this for you because you, my friend, are a wrestling fan. I think you will come to enjoy this and respect what me and Collecting and Hobby is doing. I'm actually part of a podcast. I'm actually on a wrestling podcast with Collecting and Hobbies. He's in chat right now. We do a wrestling chat called the Worldwide Wrestling Podcast. He handles the WWE portion of the chat. Of the podcast. I handle all the independent stuff, New Japan stuff, some Ring of Honor stuff, old WWE stuff, WCW stuff. So we do a a podcast series twice a month now. Nope, not yet, OMG. Unfortunately, my box. I know. I missed your box breaks, dude. Definitely missed your box breaks. Him and I are doing the. Him and I are doing the podcast about twice a month now, and we're doing pretty good with it. We're getting some decent numbers for guys who are not really plugging our own stuff. We're not out there in the wild. Any wrestling sites that want to promote us, you're more than welcome to, BTB. If you want to take a look at some of the podcasts, you're more than welcome to. It's something that we have a lot of fun doing. We're kind of very critical over wrestling. At least I know I am. I'm very passionate about it. I have been for a while. Yeah, we have a lot of fun doing it. Like I said, he does the WWE stuff since he watches a lot more WWE than I do, and he watches NXT, which I don't. I don't have the network at the moment. I have to use kind of third-party means to watch any pay-per-views. I'm probably going to be picking up the network for WrestleMania. Yep, I don't doubt it. $40 for the Walmart exclusive? Yeah, I don't doubt it. But I think Nick was talking about the physical glove itself, the actual Thanos glove. I know that's pretty pricey. And it is, if it's articulated, I think I heard someone do a review about it, and they're trying to make the hands move, and they were trying to make the fingers move, and I think they broke it right out of the box. So I don't know how durable it is and how long-lasting that actual glove will hold up. I mean, it looks cool. You would think, I think they probably made one for Sideshow. I would think Sideshow would make something like that. That would be right in their wheelhouse to make something like that. I think it'd be kind of cool. But as far as BTB goes, yeah, we actually do that podcast. We're very, very happy about it. It's been doing pretty good. We're getting some decent numbers for it. Hell, I mean, I don't think there'd be an issue with. I can talk to. I could talk to Collecting Hobbies and see if we can bring you in maybe to one of the podcast episodes. Since I mean, you're a WWE guy, I don't think you'd have a problem with that. But I'll have to talk to him about that. So I mean, Collecting Hobbies, BTB is another YouTuber. Him and I. Watch each other videos. He does a lot of the collecting card breaks, the actual collecting trading cards. That's his thing. He does all that sort of stuff. So he's a pretty cool guy, actually. As far as OMG goes, my Green Lantern box, as I mentioned in the stream, unfortunately was misdelivered to me. It's going to take at least 2 weeks, maybe 3, for me to get that box. I will be getting that box. I'm going to be doing a live unboxing of that box on the actual channel. I'll probably be doing it as a replacement for one day for the stream, most likely. Or I might just kick the stream open on, let's say, a Wednesday or Sunday after I've done the stream and just do an unboxing right then and there. It is a good box. I know everything inside that box already. That's why I wanted that box so badly. If you were curious, there is a 3-pack Funko item in that box for all unique characters. Ooh, awesome. Awesome. Is that the guest, AA, Collecting Hobby? Is that the person who I think we've talked about before? Hey, NYC, how's it going, sir? If the person that you and I talked about, that would be very, very cool. That would be very, very cool. We haven't had any actual wrestlers interviewed yet, so it'd be kind of cool if we could do that. I know, right? Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I know, right? The biggest Green Lantern guy, they lose the Green Lantern box. They couldn't lose the Wonder Woman box. They couldn't lose the villain box. They had to lose the Green Lantern box. One of them, awesome, awesome. If it's who I think it is, that'll be very cool. That'll be very, very cool. BTB, if you're still in the chat, we might have a potential wrestler on our podcast. If it's who I think it is, hopefully. I have not talked to Collecting Hobbies about this yet. This is the first I heard about it, so it's a breaking news story, so to speak. Okay, cool. That would be awesome to have. We'll have to be on our A game, dude. We got to be on our A game for something like that. We're 26 minutes in, and the chat has not collapsed. Woo! That's good. That's good. Because this time, yesterday, the chat broke. The stream broke at this time. So I'm very, very happy about that. I'm very happy that the stream is stable right now. It could have been this whole time that Wi-Fi card. The second stream I did, I had the old card in. Now I'm using the new card. The stream is in place. It's holding fine. There is no issues. I'm rather happy right now. Everything is solid. Mwah. Perfect. That's what I want to see. What we're seeing right now is exactly the way the stream should behave. But it needs a lot more of this. I think I need a lot more of this right now. I need more of those. You'll see it in a second here because I have a 5-second delay. I'll pop up in the screen in a second here. I need more of these in a second here. You'll see it in a sec. Thank you, Jackie. I need more subscribers. Yep, it might have been the Wi-Fi cable, the Wi-Fi card that could have been the issue all along. It could have been needing a Windows update. It could have been any number of these small little pieces that culminated into this whole problem happening. At least it's stable. I have 9 people in the chat, which is the most I've ever had, which is funny because the stream is not even a scheduled stream right now. So I'm happy that everybody's in this chat right now. Thank you guys. Everything is cool. I'll run the stream for a little bit longer. If you guys want to chat, you're more than welcome to. BTB, I still need to get myself the damn AJ Styles signature. Still been looking for one. If you're still in the chat, hopefully you are. Because I don't have a list of everyone who's in the chat right now. I know, right? I'm just happy it's stable. It's not even using the same amount of CPU power right now, so it's very good. No drop frames. We're 28 minutes in. Everything is solid. Thumbs up. Everything's good so far. I definitely want to get myself an AJ signature. That's what I want to get next. I'm a huge AJ Styles mark. I'll tell you that right now. Big fan. Always been an AJ Styles fan ever since the days of TNA. When I first started watching in Ultimate X style matches. Yep, exactly. Hey, Lindsay. Glad to see you back. If you guys have never seen an Ultimate X match in TNA, if you're not big wrestling fans, imagine a 6-sided wrestling ring. That's what TNA was all about. And there was a bungee cord on a truss crossing into an X. So you had literally 2 bungee cords going in opposite directions above the ring. So let's say you have it about 15, 20 feet, or more like 10, 15 feet in the air. And you would have a belt or an X, a big red X, suspended in the middle. That's what was called Ultimate X, and you had to get the item down. Very, very cool match idea and concept. Something that was completely unique, something completely different that was never done in wrestling before. Absolutely loved Ultimate X. AJ Styles were in that. If you've never seen Petey Williams, he was a TNA guy. A lot of people have stole his finisher. My favorite subscription box, I'll get to that in a second. Petey Williams' finisher, if you weren't familiar, what was called the Canadian Destroyer. It was a flip pile driver. Literally, he put a guy between his legs and did a front flip and ended into a pile driver. That was his finish, and he did it all the time. You couldn't do it on big guys because Petey was like maybe 5'7", 5'8", but he was a very, very big, jacked up guy. They used to call him Little Papa Pump because he looked like a small version of Scott Steiner. He actually did a front flipping pile driver, which was very, very cool. What was my favorite subscription box? I only had really 2 subscription boxes. I've had more boxes before. I've had Bandbox. I've had Legion's Collector's Core. I've had Collector's Case. I've had Geek Fuel. I got rid of Geek Fuel. I got rid of Bandbox. Bandbox I got rid of because I didn't like their business practice. I didn't like them charging close to $30 and giving you a box full of art. They did that for a box and didn't tell any of their subscribers they did that. To me, that's very shady business practice when you do something like that. If you're going to have a box that is, let's say, heavy art, or you're going to do one that's more lackluster in a month, let the subscribers know, hey, listen, this month is not going to be the best box. We're going to have a lot more art that month. Let us know. Excuse me. They didn't even tell anybody about that. They just did it. They charged $30 for a box. You had like 2 or 3 art pieces inside of it. It was a horrible box. I dropped them. And I gave them a lot of credit. I've actually gotten a lot of their boxes. They had a con box where they only had 150 boxes created. I did a video on that one. It got good views on that one. It was a very unique box. Every one of those boxes were different. I did like Bandbox. Collector's Case, in my opinion, is a next generation of Bandbox. You have extra items that are thrown in. You get autographed signatures, usually one of 3 people. So if you have, let's say, if you ordered 3 boxes, potentially, you would get an autograph, potentially, if you work the odds. You can spend $50 to $60 and actually get the signature guaranteed. If you want that particular person's autograph that badly, you can actually do that as well, if you wanted to. So I like Collector's Case, and they've actually treated me rather well. They've publicized me on Facebook. They've used pictures of me before, things like that. So I usually plug them. Unfortunately, they don't send me any they don't comp me any boxes, anything like that. I purchase everything. No one comps me anything except, let me restate this, except Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth and I have an endorsement deal in place that they will send me items to review and do potential giveaways for. They don't even ask me to give anything away. I do that. That's for me. Anytime you see, most of the time, I would say 90% of the time, if I do an Entertainment Earth review, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm going to be doing one probably either tomorrow or Sunday for Entertainment Earth, but I'm keeping the items in my collection because it's a piece of at least my childhood and my history for me, and I want to keep those items in my possession, so there'll be no giveaway on that one. I do love doing giveaways with you guys. That's something I've always loved doing. Stream's holding good right now, no issues. Everything is very, very solid, which I'm very happy about. It's holding strong right now. We are at 5 people in chat. Real quick here. We got 5 people in chat still. Thank you guys for staying in the chat. We're at 33 minutes into the stream, and there is no problems. That is good news. That tells me the issues may have been addressed. I'm not losing any frames. The internet is holding strong. I'm rather happy about that. So yeah, everything's looking good so far. Guys in chat, how is the mic? Does the mic sound good? Let me know. I don't think there's any issues with the mic. Just let me know if it sounds okay. I think it's going to be okay. 33 minutes in. I'm happy. Let me know, please. Type in chat for me. What do you guys... Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Lindsay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you guys think of a... Awesome. Thank you, AA. What do you guys think of a... Thank you, Jackie. What do you guys think of doing Star Wars versus Star Trek for next Monday's stream? Do you think that would be enjoyable? Want your guys' opinion. You guys are the most. You guys are the ones who usually come into my chat anyway, so I think it'd be fun to do that. There's always a debate between Star Trek and Star Wars. Always a debate. I don't know why, but I don't want to get into it here. That's going to be for next Monday. Yep. I think it'll be a fun discussion to do. I think that'll be a fun one to do. Absolutely. Let me kill this here. Got a little super pop up. Boop. Awesome. Excellent. Yeah, as always, I think that would be a fun chat to do. I think that would be a good one for a stream. 35 minutes and holding strong. I likey a lot. Excellent. Holding rather strong. Good, good, good. I'll probably cut it in a few minutes. Yeah, I've seen it happen, OMG. I've seen it happen. I know a lot of people. I've actually have spoken to people have never seen Star Wars. I've heard people say they've never seen Star Trek. My girlfriend does not watch Star Trek and never watched it. I tried showing her probably, in my personal opinion, the best Star Trek experience ever, which is Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan is a movie that you can show any person who's never seen Star Trek ever, and they'll most likely, air quotes, like that movie, because you don't have to be a diehard Star Trek fan. You don't need to know the people. You don't need to know the characters. You don't need to know the tech. You can enjoy the movie for what it is, which is a good movie. It's still a good movie. You don't need to know the backstory of Khan. You don't need to know anything like that. But I think it's a good movie nonetheless. I love Wrath of Khan, one of my favorite movies of all time. Yep, I can understand that. I like both, and that's one thing I'm going to talk about in the stream. I'm one of those tweeners. I'm in between. I'm going to definitely talk about that in length on Monday's stream. I think that will be a good discussion. Talk Star Trek and Star Wars, because there's always the fandom going back and forth. It's always this clash, and I want to address that definitely in the stream. I think that would be a very good thing to talk about. 37 minutes in. We still have 5 people in. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'd probably cut the stream in about 3 minutes. If you guys have any final thoughts, let me know. Let me know, please. I think finally I've nailed down this problem. Hopefully once and for all. I'm hoping this issue has been finally addressed. It's probably the Wi-Fi card. I'm thinking it might have been the issue all along. I agree. Because that is an alternate universe version of Star Trek. As far as Star Wars goes, I absolutely, and Collecting Hobby can confirm this, I absolutely hated the new movie. I thought there was too many plot holes. I thought the story was irrelevant, redundant. They wound up killing characters who they shouldn't have killed. That doesn't make any sense to me. Yep, thank you very much, guys. So I'm going to be wrapping up the stream in a second. We could do that. I think that would be something good to do. Not on the First Jedi podcast, but I think on yours, on the Collecting Hobbies one, I think we should do some Star Trek stuff. I do like Star Trek. Am I a huge Trekkie? No, not in any stretch of the imagination. I can handle my own though. I know a lot about the tech. I know a lot about the ships. I'll discuss that, my thoughts on that on next Monday's stream. I'm probably going to do Star Trek versus Star Wars. I think that's going to be a good discussion. I think that'll be a very, very good discussion to talk about. I think that'll be a very good topic to bring up, because there's always the conflict in the fandom, in the geek fandom between the two, and they always fight. So I think that would be a good thing to talk about. So what we're going to do, guys, I think is a good point here to cut the stream. We have 6 people in. Okay, cool. See if she wants to come in, definitely. I think that'd be a good time to do that. Definitely do a Star Trek one. We could. Why not? Definitely. Okay, Jackie, thank you guys for coming in. I'm going to cut this stream now. I think it's worked well. I finally got it. It's stable. Everything looks good to go. I want to thank everyone who came into 1, 2, or all 3 of my crazy streams today. These were not designed to be done, intentionally. This was designed to fix problems, fix issues, maybe reach out to you guys if you guys want to chat with me. Thank you again for coming in. And with that, we're going to cut the stream in 3. We're going to cut it in 2. We're going to cut it in one, and we're out.